Let's face. Let's face. Up, about, face. Please take your seat. Okay, what level are you?
I am a lead one, sir.
Okay. Welcome to the welcome to the November Cadet of the Month Board. Your reviewers today are your S2 Caroline Aguilar, Cadet Second Lieutenant Brandon Talley, Cadet First Sergeant Jeannie Corderson, and myself, Cadet Major Nolan Wall. We're going to ask you a couple of questions to test your cadet knowledge. Please relax. We'll get started. Caroline?
Okay. Cadet Sepulveda, a cadet that has a diamond in the center of his or her chevron has obtained what rank?
Ma'am, the cadet with this chevron in the middle of their repeat the question, ma'am.
Okay. A cadet that has a diamond in the center of his or her chevron has obtained what rank?
The cadet that has the diamond in the middle of the rank is a cadet first sergeant.
What is artificial respiration used for?
Ma'am, artificial respiration is used to restore breathing.
Cadet Sepulveda. Blood that is bright red in color and shooting out in spurts is an indication of what type of bleeding?
Sir, blood shooting out in spurts is an indication of arterial bleeding.
What does the color red represent on the map?
Sir, the color red represented on the map is road. Sir.
Cadet Sepulveda. When you salute during the playing of the Star Spangled Banner, who are you saluting?
During the Star Spangled Banner, I am saluting the nation. Ma'am, First Sergeant.
What is likely to happen to a person with a severe injury?
A person with a severe injury is likely to go into shock. First Sergeant.
Cadet Sepulveda. What was the name of the convicted murderer who was put to death last night in Humboldt?
Sir, I do not know, sir.
Cadet Sepulveda. Why was the U.S. recently considering airstrikes against Iraq?
Sir, they were considering airstrikes against Iraq because Iraq was declining to let the UN inspect for chemical bombs.
Cadet Sepulveda, can you recite to the board the cadet creed?
Yes, sir. I am a junior ROTC cadet. I will always conduct myself to bring credit to my family, country, school, and the Corps of Cadets. I am loyal and patriotic. That's all I know, sir.
Cadet Sepulveda, this concludes your evaluation. Thank you for coming before the board today. We know it takes a lot of courage and initiative to compete. We'd like to ask you not to discuss any part of the evaluation with any other cadets outside of this room. And do you have any questions?
No, sir.
Cadet Sepulveda, you're dismissed.
Sir, Cadet Private Lucchese reporting to the President of the Board.
Cadet Casey, please remain in attention while we look over the uniform. Let's face. Let's face. About face. Please take your seat. Hello, Casey. Welcome to the November Cadet of the Month Board. Your reviewers today are Cadet First Lieutenant Caroline Aguilar, Cadet Second Lieutenant Brandon Talley, First Sergeant Gina Wooderson, myself, and Cadet Major Nolan Wall. We're going to ask you a few questions to test your cadet knowledge. Please relax and get started. Go ahead.
Special safety. A cadet that has a diamond in the center of his or her chevron has obtained what rank?
Cadet Second Lieutenant Aguilar.
A cadet that has a diamond in the center of his or her chevron has obtained what rank?
Cadet Second Lieutenant Aguilar. A cadet with a diamond in his or her, middle of his or her chevron has obtained the rank of Major.
What is artificial respiration used for?
Cadet Second Lieutenant Aguilar. Artificial respiration is used to absorb breathing effects.
Cadet Lucchese, what does the color red represent on the map?
Cadet First Lieutenant Battalion. The color red represents the classification of red on the map.
Cadet Lucchese, blood that is bright red in color and shooting out spurts is an indication of what type of bleeding?
Cadet First Lieutenant Battalion. Blood that's bright red, shooting out in spurts is a sign of arterial bleeding.
Cadet Lucchese, when you salute during the playing of the Star Spangled Banner, who are you saluting?
Cadet First Sergeant Wooderson. When you salute during program of red first saluting the United
What is likely to happen to a person with severe injury?
Cadet First Sergeant Wooderson. It's likely that a person with a severe injury would go into shock.
Cadet Lucchese, what was the name of the convicted murderer who was put to death last night in Huntsville?
Cadet Long. The name of the person put to death last night was Kenneth.
Why was the U.S. considering airstrikes against Iraq? Cadet Lucchese, can you recite the Board Cadet Creed? Okay, Cadet Lucchese, this concludes your evaluation. Thank you for coming up before the board. We know it takes a lot of courage and initiative to compete for good everyone. Please don't discuss anything that we've discussed in here today or any part of the evaluation with any cadets outside this room before we complete the evaluation process. Do you have any questions? Cadet Lucchese, you're dismissed.
Cadet Galleon, Private. Cadet Private Galleon, Left 1, report to the board, report to the President of the board.
Okay, Gallen, please remain in attention while we look over your uniform. Left face. Left face. About face. Please take your seat. Welcome to the November Cadet of the Month Board. Your reviewers today are Cadet First Lieutenant Caroline Aguilar, Cadet Second Lieutenant Brandon Talley, and Cadet First Sergeant Gina Wooderson, myself, Cadet Major Nolan Wall. I'm going to ask you a few questions to test your cadet knowledge, so relax and begin. Go ahead.
Good afternoon, Cadet Gallion. A cadet that has a diamond in the center of his or her chevron has obtained what rank?
Cadet Major.
What is artificial respiration used for?
What does the color red represent on the map?
So the color red represents on the map road.
Blood that is bright red in color and shooting out in spurts is an indication of what type of bleeding? Get it ready.
Sir, the red, can you repeat the question, please?
Blood that is bright red in color and shooting out in spurts is an indication of what type of bleeding?
Blood that is bursting is internal bleeding.
Okay.
Cadet Galleon, when you salute in the playing of the Star Spangled Banner, who are you saluting?
The nation.
What is likely to happen to a person with a severe injury?
The person in severe injury is likely to go into shock.
Cadet Gallion, what was the name of the convicted murderer who was put to death last night in Huntsville?
The person who was executed his name was Kenneth McDuff. He was executed by lethal injection.
Excellent. Why was the U.S. considering airstrikes recently against Iraq?
Because they were refusing to let the American people see their guns, see their weapons.
Cadet Gallion, can you recite for the board the Cadet Creed?
No, I do not, sir.
All right, Cadet Gallion, this concludes your evaluation. Thank you for coming before the board. We know it takes a lot of courage and initiative to compete for competitive money. We'd like to remind you not to discuss anything that we discussed in this room or any part of the evaluation process that needs to get outside this room before that evaluation process is complete. Understood? All right. Cadet Gallion, do you have any questions? Dismissed.
Cadet Trammell reporting in for the cadet board.
Cadet Trammell, please remain standing at attention while we look over your uniform. One step forward, march. Left, face. Left, face. Please take your seat. Welcome to the November Cadet of the Month Board. Your reviews today are Cadet First Lieutenant Caroline Aguilar, Cadet Second Lieutenant Brandon Talley, Cadet First Sergeant Gina Wooderson, myself, Cadet Major Nolan Long. I'm going to ask you a couple of questions to review cadet knowledge. So if you relax, we'll begin. Carolina.
Cadet Trammell, a cadet that has a diamond in the center of his or her chevron has obtained what rank?
Ma'am, the cadet that has a diamond in the center of his or her chevron has contained the rank of cadet major.
What is artificial respiration used for?
Ma'am, artificial respiration is used to restore the breathing. Ma'am.
Cadet Trammell, what does the color red represent on the map?
Sir, the color red represents on the map roads and highways, sir.
Blood that is bright red in color and shooting out in spurts is an indication of what type of bleeding?
Sir, the blood that is bright red and shooting out of the spurt is arterial bleeding, sir.
Cadet Trammell, when you salute in the playing of the Star Spangled Banner, who are you saluting?
Ma'am, you are saluting the nation.
What is likely to happen to a person with a severe injury?
Ma'am, a person with a severe injury is likely to go into shock, ma'am.
Cadet Trammell, what was the name of the convicted murderer who was put to death last night in Huntsville?
Sir, I do not know, sir.
Why was the U.S. recently considering airstrikes against Iraq?
Because, UN would not let, US troops go in and search for army stuff.
Cadet Trammell, can you recite for the board the cadet creed?
Yes, yes, sir.
Please do so.
Sir, I am an Army Junior ROTC cadet. I will bring credit to my family, school, country, and corps of cadets. I am loyal and patriotic. I am the future of the United States Army. I do not like, cheat, or steal, and that's all I know, sir.
All right, Cadet Trammell, this concludes your evaluation. We appreciate you coming out in front of the board today. We know it takes a lot of initiative and courage to compete for Cadet of the Month. We'd like to remind you not to discuss any part of the evaluation process with the cadets outside this room until the evaluation process is complete. Do you have any questions for the board?
No, sir.
Cadet Trammell, you're dismissed.
Thank you, sir.
Sir, Cadet Private Campbell, let one reporting to the President of the Board, sir.
Okay, Campbell, please remain in attention while we look over your uniform. Left face. Left face. About face. Please take your seat. Welcome to the November Cadet of the Month Board. Your viewers today are Cadet First Lieutenant Caroline Aguilar, Cadet Second Lieutenant Brandon Talley, and Cadet First Sergeant Gene Wooderson. Myself, Cadet Major Nolan Long. I'm going to ask you a couple of questions to test your cadet knowledge. So, relax. Begin. Go on.
Cadet Campbell, a cadet that has a diamond in the center of his or her chevron has obtained what rank?
Ma'am, a cadet that has a diamond in the middle of his or her chevron has obtained the rank of first sergeant, cadet first sergeant, ma'am.
What is artificial respiration used for?
Ma'am, artificial respiration is used to restore breath, ma'am.
Cadet Campbell, what does the color red represent on the map?
Sir, I do not know, sir.
Blood that is bright red in color and shooting out in spurts is an indication of what type of bleeding?
Sir, could you repeat the question, please, sir?
Blood that is bright red in color and shooting out in spurts is an indication of what type of bleeding?
Sir, blood that is red and that is shooting out spurts, and spurts is arterial bleeding, sir.
Cadet Campbell, when you saluted in the plane of the Star Spangled Banner, who are you saluting?
Ma'am, when you salute during the plane of the Star Spangled Banner, you are saluting the nation, ma'am.
What is likely to happen to a person with a severe injury?
Ma'am, most likely with a person with severe injury will most likely go into shock, ma'am.
Cadet Campbell, what was the name of the convicted murderer who was put to death last night in Huntsville?
Sir, I do not know, sir.
Why was the U.S. recently considering airstrikes against Iraq?
Because the now saying will not tell legal officials about or show them where the missile weapons were.
Cadet Campbell, can you recite for the board the cadet creed?
Yes, sir.
Please do so.
I am a junior ROTC cadet. I will always conduct myself to bring credit to my family, country, school, and the Corps of Cadets. I'm loyal and patriotic. I am the future of the United States of America. I do not lie, cheat, or steal, and I will always be accountable for my actions and deeds. I will practice good citizenship and patriotism. I will work hard to improve my mind and strengthen my body. I will seek the mantle of leadership and stand prepared to oppose the Constitution and the American way of life. May God grant me the strength to always live by this creed, sir.
Thank you, Cadet Campbell. This concludes your evaluation. Appreciate you coming in front of the board. We've got a couple things got to say to you. We know it takes a lot of initiative and courage to come out and compete. I'd like to remind you not to discuss any part of the evaluation process with any cadets outside before the evaluation process has completed. If you have
Cadet Private Sharp, LET-1, reporting to the President of the Board.
Cadet Sharp, please remain standing while we look over you. Left face. Left face. About face. Take your seat. Welcome to the November 7th month board. Your reviewers today are Cadet First Lieutenant Caroline Aguilar, Cadet Second Lieutenant Brandon Talley, Cadet First Sergeant Gina Woodson, myself, Cadet Major Nolan Wong. We're going to ask you a few questions to test your cadet knowledge. So please relax and we'll get started. Caroline.
Cadet Sharp. A cadet that has a diamond in the center of his or her chevron has obtained what rank?
Ma'am, I do not know.
What is artificial respiration used for?
Ma'am, I do not know.
What does the color red represent on a map?
Sir, the color red represents on a map contour, elevation, and relief.
Right. Blood that is bright red in color and shooting out in spurts is an indication of what type of bleeding?
Spurting blood is the indication of arterial bleeding.
Cadet Sharp, when you salute during the playing of the Star Spangled Banner, who are you saluting?
Could you please repeat the question?
When you salute during the playing of the Star Spangled Banner, who are you saluting?
When I salute during the playing of the Star Spangled Banner, I am saluting the nation, ma'am.
What is likely to happen to a person with a severe injury?
A person that is likely to... Could you please repeat the question?
What is likely to happen to a person with a severe injury?
What is likely to happen to a person with a severe injury is he or she is likely to go into shock, ma'am.
Cadet Sharp, what was the name of the convicted murderer who was put to death last night in Huntsville?
Sir, I do not know.
Why was the U.S. recently considering airstrikes against Iraq?
Sir, they believe that Saddam Hussein was hiding missiles in the desert or underground, and they would not let in UN weapons inspectors into their facilities.
Cadet Sharp, can you recite the board's cadet creed?
No, sir.
Okay, Cadet Sharp, this concludes your evaluation. Thank you for coming out today. I know it takes a lot of courage and initiative to compete for Cadet of the Month. I'd like to remind you not to discuss any part of the evaluation process with any cadet outside of this room before we finish evaluating all of your cadets. Do you have any questions for the board?
No, sir.
Cadet Sharp, you're dismissed.
Sir, Cadet Sergeant Geske, let you report to the President of the Board, sir.
Cadet Geske, please remain at attention while we look over your uniform. Left face. Left face. About face. Please take your seat. Welcome to the November Cadet of the Month Board. Your reviewers today are Cadet First Lieutenant Caroline Aguilar, Cadet Second Lieutenant Brandon Talley, Cadet First Sergeant Gene Wooderson, myself, Cadet Major Nolan Wall. I'm going to ask you a few questions to test your cadet knowledge, so please relax. We'll get started. Caroline.
Cadet Geske, what are the three characteristics of effective writing?
Ma'am, the three characteristics of effective writing are it must be readable, understandable, and simple, ma'am.
What are the two parts of an oral drill command?
Ma'am, the two parts of an oral drill command are the preparatory and commands of execution, ma'am.
Cadet Geske, list the 4 life-saving steps.
Sir, 4 life-saving steps are A, open the airway, restore breathing and heartbeat. B, stop the bleeding. C, control and treat for shock. And D, dress the bandaged wound. Sir.
Cadet Geske, what do the colors of the United States flag represent?
Sir, the colors of the United States flag are, represent red, hardiness and valor; white, hope, purity, and innocence; and blue represents God, loyalty, perseverance, justice, and vigilance. Sir,
Cadet Gusky, what are the two common types of fractures?
First Sergeant, the two common types of fractures are open and closed or simple and compound. First Sergeant.
Identify the units that are used to measure distance on a map.
First Sergeant, the units used to identify distance on a map are meters, miles, and yards. First Sergeant.
Cadet Geske, what was the name of the convicted murderer who was put to death last night in Huntsville?
Sir, the name of the convicted murderer who was put to death last night in Huntsville is Kenneth McDuff. Sir.
Cadet Geske, why was the U.S. recently considering airstrikes against Iraq?
Sir, the U.S. was recently considering airstrikes against Iraq because the UN weapons inspectors were being hindered in their jobs. Sir.
Cadet Geske, can you recite for the board the cadet creed?
Sir, yes, sir.
Please do so.
Sir, I am an Army Junior ROTC cadet. I will always conduct myself to bring credit to my family, country, school, and the Corps of Cadets. I am loyal and patriotic. I am the future of the United States of America. I do not lie, cheat, or steal, and will always be accountable for my actions and deeds. I will always practice good citizenship and patriotism. I will work hard to improve my mind and strengthen my body. I will seek manly leadership and stand prepared to uphold the Constitution and the American way of life. May God grant me the strength to always live by this creed. Sir.
Excellent. Cadet Geske, this concludes your evaluation. We appreciate you coming out before the board. We know it takes a lot of initiative and courage. We'd like to remind you not to discuss any part of the evaluation process with any cadets outside of this room. So, do you have any questions for the board today?
Sir. No, sir.
Cadet Geske, you're dismissed.
Sir, Cadet Staff Sergeant Brennan, LET 2, reports to the President of the Board. Sir.
Cadet Brennan, please remain in attention while we look over your uniform. Left face. Left face. About face. Take your seat. Cadet Brennan, welcome to the November Cadet of the Month Board. Your viewers today are Cadet First Lieutenant Caroline Aguilar, Cadet Second Lieutenant Brandon Townsend, Cadet First Sergeant Gene Wooderson, myself, Cadet Major Nolan Wall. I'm going to ask you a series of questions to test your cadet knowledge. Please relax. We'll get started. Caroline.
Cadet Brennan, what are the three characteristics of effective writing?
Ma'am, the three characteristics of effective writing are must be simple, readable, and understandable, ma'am.
What are the two parts of an oral drill command?
Ma'am, the two parts of an oral drill command are the preparatory command and command of execution, ma'am.
Cadet Brennan, can you list the 4 life-saving steps?
Sir, the 4 life-saving steps are A, open the airway and restore breathing and heartbeat. B, stop the bleeding. C, control and treat for shock. D, dress and bandage the wound. Sir.
What do the colors in the United States flag mean?
Sir, the colors of the United States flag mean white, hope, purity, and innocence. Red, hardiness and valor. Blue, justice, vigilance, and perseverance. Sir.
Cadet Brennan, what are the two common types of fractures?
Ma'am, the two common types of fractures are closed and open or similar compound.
Identify the units that are used to measure distance on a map.
First Sergeant, the units used to measure distance on a map are miles, meters, and yards. First Sergeant.
Cadet Brennan, what was the name of the convicted murderer who was put to death last night in Huntsville?
Sir, I do not know, sir.
Why was the U.S. recently considering airstrikes against Iraq?
Sir, the U.S. was recently considering airstrikes against Iraq because they would not let the United States check their weapons, sir.
Cadet Brennan, can you recite for the board the cadet creed?
Sir, my cadet creed is, I'm an Army Junior ROTC cadet. I will conduct myself to bring credit to my family, country, school, and Corps of Cadets. I am loyal and patriotic. I'm the future of the United States of America. I do not lie, cheat, or steal, and will always be held accountable for my actions and deeds. I will always practice good citizenship and patriotism. I will work hard to improve my mind and strengthen my body. I will seek the mantle of leadership and uphold the Constitution and
discuss any part of the evaluation process with cadets outside this room before the evaluation of everyone is complete. Do you have any questions for the board?
No, sir.
Cadet Brennan, you dismissed.
Sir, Cadet Sergeant Maricelli, Let 2, reports to the President of the Board. Sir.
Okay, Maricelli, please remain in attention while we look over your uniform. Left face. Left face. About face. Please take your seat. Welcome to the November Cadet of the Month Board. Your viewers today are Cadet First Lieutenant Caroline Aguilar, Cadet Second Lieutenant Brandon Talley, Cadet First Sergeant Gene Wilson, myself, Cadet Major Nolan Wong. I'm going to ask you a series of questions to test your cadet knowledge. So please relax. We'll begin. Carolina.
Cadet Maricelli, what are the 3 characteristics of effective writing?
Ma'am, the 3 characteristics of effective writing are, it should be legible, simple, and understandable, ma'am.
Okay. What are the 2 parts of an oral drill command?
Ma'am, the 2 parts of an oral drill command are the preparatory command and command of execution, ma'am.
Cadet Maricelli, can you list the 4 life-saving steps?
Sir, the 4 life-saving steps are A, clear the airway and restore breathing. B, control the bleeding. C, check and treat for shock. And D, dress and bandage the wound, sir.
Cadet Maricelli, what do the colors of the United States flag mean?
Sir, I do not know, sir.
Cadet Maricelli, what are the 2 common types of fractures?
First Sergeant, the 2 common types of fractures are open and closed or simple and compound. First Sergeant.
Cadet Maricelli, identify the units that are used to measure distance on a map.
First Sergeant, the units to measure distance on a map are meters, miles, and yards. First Sergeant.
Cadet Maricelli, what was the name of the convicted murderer who was put to death last night in Huntsville?
Sir, I do not know, sir.
Why was the U.S. recently considering airstrikes against Iraq?
Sir, the U.S. was considering airstrikes against Iraq because they would not sign the treaty, sir.
Cadet Maricelli, can you recite for the board the cadet creed?
Sir, I am an Army Junior ROTC cadet. I will conduct myself to bring credit to my family, country, school, and Corps of Cadets. I am loyal and patriotic. I do not lie, cheat, or steal, and I will always be held accountable for my actions and deeds. I am the future of the United States of America. I will seek the mantle of leadership and always be prepared to uphold the Constitution and the American way of life. May God grant me the strength to live by this creed.
Cadet Maricelli, this concludes your evaluation. Appreciate you coming before the board today. We know it takes a lot of courage and initiative to compete for Cadet of the Month. I'd like to remind you not to discuss any part of this evaluation process with any cadet outside of this room until the evaluation process is complete. If you have any questions for the board today, Cadet Maricelli, you're dismissed.
Cadet Staff Sergeant Aguilar, LET2, reports to the President of the Board.
Cadet Aguilar, please remain in attention while we look over your uniform. Left face. Left face. About face. Please take your seat. Welcome to the November Cadet of the Month Board. today are Cadet First Lieutenant Caroline Aguilar, Cadet Second Lieutenant Brandon Talley, and Cadet First Sergeant G. Woodson. I'm Cadet Major Noah Wall. I'm going to ask you a series of questions to test your cadet knowledge. Please relax. We'll begin. Carolina.
Cadet Aguilar, what are the 3 characteristics of effective writing?
Ma'am, the 3 characteristics of effective writing are that it is simple, readable, and understandable.
What are the 2 parts of an oral drill command?
Ma'am, the 2 parts of an oral drill command are the preparatory command and the command of execution.
Cadet Aguilar, can you list the 4 life-saving steps?
Sir, the 4 life-saving steps are A. Open the airway and restore the breathing. B. Stop the bleeding. C. Control and treat for shock. And D. Dress and bandage the wound.
Cadet Aguilar, identify the units that are used to measure distance on a map.
Ma'am, the units used to measure distance on our map are miles, meters, and yards.
Cadet Aguilar, what are the 2 common types of fractures?
Ma'am, the 2 common types of fractures are simple and compound and closed and open.
Cadet Aguilar, what was the name of the convicted murderer who was put to death last night in Huntsville?
Sir, I do not know.
Why was the U.S. considering airstrikes against Iraq recently?
Sir, I do not know.
Cadet Aguilar, can you recite for the board the cadet creed?
Sir, I am an Army Junior ROTC cadet. I will always conduct myself to bring credit to my family, country, school, and Corps of Cadets. I am loyal and patriotic. I am the future of the United States of America. I do not lie, cheat, or steal, and will always be held accountable for my actions and deeds. I will practice good citizenship and patriotism. I will work hard to improve my mind and strengthen my body. I will seek the mantle of leadership and stand prepared to uphold the Constitution of the United States and the American way of life. May God grant me the strength to always live by this creed.
Thank you. Cadet Aguilar, this concludes your evaluation. We appreciate you coming to compete today in front of the Cadet Month Board. It takes a lot of courage and initiative. Please do not discuss any part of the evaluation process today with any cadets outside of this room. Do you have any questions?
No, sir.
Cadet Aguilar, you're dismissed.
Sir, Cadet Staff Sergeant Griswold, LA-22, sir.
Okay, Griswold, please remain attention with the purpose uniform. Left face. Left face. About face. Face.
Thank you, sir.
Welcome to November Cadet of the Month Board. Your viewers today are Cadet First Lieutenant Caroline Aguilar, Cadet Second Lieutenant
Have
Brandon.
your attention in the building. Dustin Watson, please meet your parents in the front of the south building. Dustin Watson, please meet your parents in front of the south building, the 11th 12th grade building, right now. Thank you.
And Cadet First Sergeant Gina Woodson. I'm Cadet Major Noah Wall. And we're going to ask you a series of questions to test your cadet knowledge. Please relax. We'll get started. Carolina?
Cadet Griswold, what are the 3 characteristics of effective writing?
And the 3 characteristics of effective writing is it must be simple, readable, and understandable. Ma'am,
What are the 2 parts of an oral drill command?
and the 2 parts of an oral drill command are the preparatory command and the command of execution. Ma'am,
Cadet Griswold, can you list the 4 life-saving steps?
yes, sir. The 4 life-saving steps are A. Clear the airway and restore the breathing. B. Stop the bleeding. C. Control and dress for shock. And D. Bandage the wound. Sir.
Okay. What do the colors in the United States flag represent?
Sir, the colors of the United States flag represent white is purity, innocence, and hope, sir. And red is for person to begin again, sir.
Yes.
So the colors of the flag and their meanings are white is hope, purity, innocence. Blue, justice, perseverance, and vigilance. And red, and no, sir.
Griswold, what are the two common types of fractures?
First Sergeant, the two common types of fractures are simple and compound, or open and closed. First Sergeant.
Cadet Griswold, identify the units that are used to measure distance on a map.
Ma'am, the measurements used to measure distance on a map are meters, miles, and yards. First Sergeant.
Griswold, what was the name of the convicted murderer who was put to death last night in Huntsville?
Do not know, sir.
Why was the U.S. recently considering airstrikes against Iraq?
So the U.S. was considering launching missiles in Iraq because of violence towards UN inspectors, sir.
Cadet Griswold, can you recite from the Board of Cadet Creed?
Yes, sir.
Please do so.
I am a member of the Army Junior ROTC Cadet Corps. As such, I always conduct myself so as to bring credit to my family, country, school, and the Corps of Cadets. I am loyal and patriotic. I am the future United States of America, the greatest democracy on earth. I'll not lie, cheat, or steal, and will always be held accountable for my actions and deeds. I always practice good citizenship and patriotism. I'll work hard to improve my mind and strengthen my body. I will seek mental leadership, be it civic or military, and stand prepared to uphold and defend the Constitution and American way of life. May God grant me the vigilance and prudence to live by this creed. Sir.
Okay, Cadet Griswold, this completes your evaluation. We appreciate you coming before the board because we know it takes a lot of initiative and courage to compete.
Thank you, sir.
We'd like to remind you not to discuss any part of the evaluation process with any cadet outside of the room.
Yes, sir.
Do you have any questions for the board?
No, sir.
Cadet Griswold, you're dismissed.
Sergeant First Class Whitaker, Led 3, reports to the President of the Board.
Cadet Whitaker, please remain in attention while we look over your uniform. Left base. Left base. About face. HC. Welcome to the November Cadet of the Month Award. Your reviewers today are Cadet First Lieutenant Carolina Aguilar, Cadet Second Lieutenant Brandon Talley, Cadet First Sergeant Gina Waterston, and myself, Cadet Major Nolan Wall. We're going to ask you a series of questions to test your cadet knowledge, so please relax. We'll get started. Carolina.
Cadet Whitaker, what is an azimuth?
Ma'am, an azimuth is a horizontal angle drawn from a known reference point.
Okay. What instrument is used to read a grid azimuth on a map?
Ma'am, the instrument used to read a grid azimuth is a compass.
Cadet Whitaker, what is the position of the head when executing the command eyes right?
Sir, the position of the head when executing the command eyes right is all cadets turn their heads to the right except for the squad on the right. Their heads remain forward, sir.
Okay. The difference between a back azimuth and a forward azimuth is how many degrees?
Sir, the difference between the back azimuth and the forward azimuth is 180 degrees, sir.
Cadet Whitaker, what does the term first aid mean?
Ma'am, the term first aid means medical attention given to a victim before professional medical help arrives.
Cadet Whitaker, how many norths are indicated on a military map?
Ma'am, there are 3 norths indicated on the military map.
What are they?
They are grid north, magnetic north, and true north.
Cadet Whitaker, what was the name of the convicted murderer who was put to death last night in Huntsville?
So the name of the convicted murderer who was put to death last night name is Kenneth McDuff.
Why was the U.S. recently considering airstrikes against Iraq?
Sir, the reason for U.S. Can you please repeat the question?
Why was the U.S. recently considering airstrikes against Iraq?
Sir, the U.S. was recently considering airstrikes against Iraq because Iraq is planning to attack some of our certain minorities.
Cadet Whitaker, can you recite to the board the Cadet Creed?
Not all 100%.
Please try.
Sir, I am an Army Junior ROTC cadet. Permission to start over.
Go ahead.
I am an Army Junior ROTC cadet. I will always conduct myself to bring glory to my family, country, school, and Corps of Cadets. I am loyal and patriotic. I will always conduct myself to bring credit to, I am loyal and patriotic. I will always be accountable for my actions and my deeds. I do not lie, cheat, or steal. I am an Army Junior ROTC cadet. I do not lie, cheat. I am an Army Junior ROTC cadet. I will always conduct myself to bring credit to my family, country, school, Corps, and Corps of Cadets. I am loyal and patriotic. I am the future of the United States of America. I do not lie, cheat, or steal. It will always be accountable for my actions and deeds. I will always practice good citizenship and patriotism. That is all I do.
Okay, Whitaker, this completes your evaluation. We appreciate you coming before the Cadets Month Board today. I know it takes a lot of courage and initiative. I'd also like to remind you not to discuss any part of this evaluation with any cadets outside of this room until the evaluation board has completed its evaluation. Do you have any questions for the Cadet of the Month Board?
No, sir.
Cadet Whitaker, you're dismissed.